Hello everyone, Pocket here, and tonight I'm going to be telling a ghost story. It's about a man who loses the love of his life but later experiences something he questions may or may not have happened. The story begins with a man grieving over the loss of his lover. For a whole year, he was completely infatuated with her, even until her death. Till this day, he no longer knows how she died, just that she came home one evening, drenched from the heavy rain, then started coughing for a week. A bit later on, he consults two priests about the funeral arrangements, but the conversation is drowned out by the sound of nails on her coffin nailing her down. The man returns to his home in Paris, only to be overtaken with grief since everything in the house reminded him of her. From her little boots to her bonnet, he steps outside onto the streets, unknowingly walking towards the cemetery she's buried in. When he arrives, he reads the words written on her tombstone. She loved, was beloved, and died. The man cries for a long time, then decides to walk around the city of the dead. He reflects on how there are so many more dead people than living people in the world, and that we all return to the earth someday only to disappear into oblivion. The man, deep in thought, notices it's getting darker and darker, but he can't find her grave anymore. Tired from walking, he sits on a slab of tombstone until he starts to feel it move, as if it were being raised. The man hides behind the nearest tombstone as a naked skeleton appears out of the grave. The corpse's tombstone read, "Here lies Jacques Ollivant, who died at the age of 51. He loved his family, was kind and honorable, and died in the peace of the Lord." The corpse also read what was inscribed on his tombstone. He picked up a stone and wrote something new on his tombstone. It now read, "Here reposes Jacques Ollivant, who died at the age of 51. He hastened his father's death by his unkindness, as he wished to inherit his fortune. He tortured his wife, tormented his children, deceived his neighbors, robbed everyone he could, and died wretched." The man notices every dead man and woman inscribing the truth on their own tombstone, revealing that they were liars, dishonest, malicious when they were alive. Thinking that his lover might have written something, he runs towards her grave. Once he had recognized her, it appeared she had already written something. Having gone out one day in order to deceive her lover, she caught a cold in the rain and died. The next day, he was found lying on the grave, unconscious.